Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is the Chronicles of Apple from the apple of my eye, and I wanted to do this video in regards to a very a very special time in history. So, the Lord is putting in my heart to study the book of Joshua, and no matter what people say, there is no doubt that the land of Israel belongs to the Jews. Okay, and the Jews meaning the tribes of Israel, and actually Jews come from Judah. Now, interestingly, I did a stand-up comedy last night, and there are several mistakes that happened. I don't memorize my lines, and I always have something new to say. Um, and I was going over the fact that only Jesus Christ is a foodie among anyone that would ever claim for a god. For example, you don't associate Buddhism with food, and you don't associate Muhammad with food. However, Jesus Christ promoted communion, and he multiplied the food, whether it's fish or bread. And he also provided the wine at a wedding. That is the first miracle. In fact, right after John the Baptist died and he was served on a platter, Jesus Christ was in mourning, and he brought food to, I don't know, 500 people, or whatever it was. Um, And so he is a foodie. He is the God who is a foodie, and he wants us to eat his word. Okay, so there is a lot of feeding that he is involved in. And you cannot make that claim with any other God, really. Okay, so that is God, the provider. He loves his children. And what is interesting to me is that in the book of Joshua, you will see that there was fear upon the people because Jericho went flat. And then the people heard about it, and then the people there already knew. Now they didn't have telephone, how the heck did they know? But message came across, and they knew about the parting of the sea, and there was a parting of the water in the Jordan River as the Jews came, which is a provision of God. So there's always this thing about water. Okay, so in Israel right now, the Dead Sea is literally drying up, I believe. So there is more salt beds, and the Lord loves the salt. The salt is the preservation. Anyway, I shall continue. And yeah, and I will be doing more stand-up comedy.